Hey, I'm Ryan Reynolds. At Mint Mobile, we like to do the opposite of what Big Wireless does. They charge you a lot, we charge you a little. So naturally, when they announced they'd be raising their prices due to inflation, we decided to deflate our prices due to not hating you. That's right. We're cutting the price of Mint Unlimited from $30 a month to just $15 a month. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 upfront payment equivalent to $15 per month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Taxes and fees extra. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes. See details.
At your job, do you ever have to deal with a nose roller? How about a snub pulley? Well, if you're installing a new conveyor belt system, dealing with the different components can sound like you're speaking a foreign language. Luckily, you've got a team ready to help. Grainger's technical product specialists are fluent in maintenance, repair, and operations. So whenever you want to talk shop, just reach out. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm rolling.
You have an emergency right off the bat.
Yes.
Get that guy away
yes,
from those
he does.
people.
In fact, I have just received a tip, ladies and gentlemen. The Jensen Burke campaign has fired an unfair campaign practices charge against the Walz campaign, claiming that they paid Inge to wear a Jensen Walz jersey to the state fair.
And a Let's Go Brandon hat.
Figuring this could cost them 25 to 30,000 votes when they see that Inge's an ardent supporter of Jensen and Walz. I mean Jensen and Burke.
Mr. Royce, with all due respect, you are wrong. I paid for this jersey. I paid for this microphone.
I paid for this microphone.
I've got 2 of these jerseys, and I paid full price because it's a 3X, and it goes up in sizes.
And seeing you dressed up like that, Inge, makes me happy that I've never voted for a Republican in my life. I'm very happy. Never one. Not a single one, ladies. Never. Not a one.
Just remember, Patrick, we're all one Minnesota.
Not even friends of mine. Not even friends of mine.
Yeah, well, look where it's got you.
Yeah, right, it does. Well, we're fine. What the heck? We're at the state fair. What
it's
do we
It's a lovely day at the fair. Twins don't have a day off, hosting the Red Sox. Yes. Life is great.
Okay, now I know you're not hot on talking too much town ball, but I have two.
Well, I think you should review the tournament.
I have 2 good stories for you.
All right.
One is, and Reavers is intimately involved with this one. I didn't know that until I just talked to him. But 2 guys who play for the Dumont Saints. I don't even know where Dumont is, right?
I believe it's
by Alexandria,
right?
Yeah,
exactly. I'll look it up specifically. Yep.
They play for the Dumont Saints, and they had a game scheduled for 1:30 in Faribault yesterday. But on Saturday night, one of their good friends was getting married in Watford City, North Dakota, which is damn near Montana.
It's on the border.
Damn near Montana. I looked it up, 656 miles driving.
Wow.
9.5 hours. They rented a prop plane and flew into Sunday morning. They rented a prop plane, flew into Faribault, landed at the grassy, do they have a paved runway there?
Oh, we had a really nice runway in Faribault, yeah.
All right. And they landed at Faribault and played in the game. Now that is dedication.
That warms my heart.
Yes, it does.
How many people could they get on the plane?
Well, I think all they needed was a pilot, the 2 players, and the other guys from Dumont probably brought their equipment.
For Pete's sake.
Yeah, and you got to know if they were going that far to celebrate a wedding. They were really hungover too, weren't they? As they were flying in here.
I wonder what that
stayed
cost
up all night. Prop plane got to be $10,000. Maybe.
In fact, Joe, if you turn around, you can see my tweet. If you turn around, where I took a selfie along with the other manager of the Faribault Lakers and the Dumont players that said they have arrived at Bell Field.
You picked them up at the airport, though, right?
Correct.
You guys, the Faribault people being nice that they are. Now, the other thing is, last night I was really worn out from having done nothing yesterday. Right. So I, about 10:30, I went down to the dungeon because the wife was still watching TV to take go to bed. I was reading some stuff. I get a text at 11:30 probably that Loretto and Bird Island Class C teams were just completing the 17th inning and headed for the 18th.
Right.
So now I'm got to wait to see what happens.
Yeah.
And Bird Island scored a run in the bottom of the 21st to win the game 3-2. Corey Koski plays for Loretto with his 3 sons.
Okay.
And he hit a home run.
2 sons.
No, he's got 3.
Oh, anyway, all right.
3 on that club. He's got 3. One of them caught. One of them played first. One of them played short. One of them caught. And one of them pitched. The kid pitched, started pitcher. So they had 3, and then he's got a 4th one who's 12. So he played with the 3 kids. He hit a home run, and they put him ahead 2-1. Bird Island tied him in the bottom of the 8th. Next 12 innings, zeros.
Yep.
Both teams. And none of that putting a runner at second. Let's see if we can get him home.
No, that's evil.
No, and finally in the 21st at 12:15 a.m., Bird Island scores to 5 hours and 36 minutes. Had it been in the big leagues, it would have been 8 hours and 36 minutes.
Reavers, were you there?
That fortunately was being played in Dundas, which is our tournament partner, not in Faribault, or I might not have made it to the show today.
Yeah, Dundas. And then... so 600 and what was the number? 662 pitches or something like that. 48 strikeouts, and they ended at 12:15 this morning. And I actually talked to the manager Mike Nagel of Bird Island, who's also on the state board. At 6:50, he got home at 3:15 a.m. He's an eye doctor in Bird Island.
Yeah.
He had like 40 appointments today. He was up at 6:15 getting ready to go down, and hopefully, I bet there was a lot of, you're doing pretty good there, Pat. But anyway.
It'd be a bad day to have eye surgery with a guy that's operating on 2.5 hours
I think he was
sleep.
just doing appointments today. I don't think he was operating. And then Koski called me back about 7:45 this morning. So Koski's goal, he's 49 now, right?
Yeah.
And he's playing with 3 of his sons, and he's got a 12-year-old now, Sam, the last one.
Yep.
His goal is to be on a team with all 4 of them, and he figures that's going to take him about 5 more years.
Oh, my.
So he'll have to try to play till he's 53 or 54.
Gordie Howe did.
Yeah, he says he can really hit 80 miles an hour well. He said if they get up around 90, it isn't as good as it used to be, although the home run he hit was off one of the hardest throwers in town ball, Josh Kingery, whose dad was a big league player and is probably younger than Koski, right?
Mike?
No,
Mike?
Might be about the same age, right? Maybe a little older. Maybe a little early 50s, though. But anyway, 2 interesting happenings in the town ball yesterday.
Mike Kingery is 61 years old.
Holy cow! Am I wrong?
St. Cloud State University.
Yes, went from there and he must have played 10, 11 years in the big leagues. So,
how much time in the major leagues is a batter allowed between pitches? Is that even established?
They're supposedly going to give them next year, if they were going to go to the 14-second thing.
Yeah.
What were they going to get, Reber? 8 to be in the box?
Yeah, I think so. That sounds right.
Something like that. They were going to be 8 seconds to be in the box. But we don't pay enough attention to how that is causing the slowdown of baseball.
I like this. I like Arise, but he is the worst batting glove tightener in the major leagues.
And also,
and he wanders around.
The occasional lapse around the batter's box too.
I disapprove.
You know what Kelly said?
Velcro.
Absolutely. Get rid of Velcro. This game you play a lot faster. No Velcro.
Well, that's not an exaggeration.
No, it's not. It is not.
He's pathetic.
Yeah, it is. He'll have to get ready to hit next year, supposedly, if they're going to start running the shot clock. So.
Why don't more of them learn how to play without the gloves?
Well, I can see that.
Didn't Hank Aaron play without gloves?
Oh, yeah. Not the gloves When did we start having batting gloves?
Harmon didn't have gloves.
Yeah. I don't think. When did we get them?
I don't know.
Late 60s? I don't know when we started getting gloves.
You know, speaking of that, Joe, you're reminding me of a story. Patrick mentioned the tournament. You did come up in conversation during the course of Saturday's game, and I don't remember the team or the pitcher, but he refused to throw a pickoff. And the pitching preacher looked at me and said, how much would Joe fine this guy? Because he can't throw it to first base.
Right, then he shouldn't be there. He shouldn't be there.
What were you going to fine Lester?
$1 million.
That's what I thought. You were going to fine him $1 million.
John Lester. He finally had to quit because he couldn't throw the ball to first base. So,
I'd fine him $1 million.
Are the Twins back, or they just have a nice weekend?
Well, I think the key to the weekend was sneaking that one out on Saturday when they managed to go into the 8th inning behind 1-0, put runners on first and third with no outs and not score.
Yeah.
Then you thought, oh, here they go again. And then the other team scores again in the top of the ninth. Twins kind of handed them that run. And then they rallied and got 2 runs and then won the game. And I think that one kind of said, hey, this is okay. It's okay to get some hits. So.
How long did they wait out the storm? What was the delay?
51 minutes, I thought I saw.
Last night?
Saturday night.
Yeah. Saturday night.
I have another question. Channel 9, Fox,
yes.
had the Twins and the Vikings.
Yes.
Okay. By the time I was able to get to a TV, it was Vikings only, but the Twins game wasn't over. What happened?
I believe, wasn't that game on... Was that game on YouTube, too, or something?
I'm not doing YouTube.
Amazon or something. I was able to watch the game, but other people were complaining.
Yeah, I couldn't find it.
Well, Joe, you got to get that all-important third preseason game on in prime time.
God, it was that dull. I didn't pay much attention.
There were a lot of so that game was on Channel 9. Why didn't they just switch her over to Bally? Did Bally have other important stuff on or something?
I have no idea, but
Bally probably didn't have a crew there, so that might have had
I was surprised to see the Twins won. I was pleased to learn that.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it was. I guess I must have been watching it on the other team's outlet. I guess I don't know. I did get to see it. So it's a confusing world out there. If you find out you have a good series on one of these streaming services, it can take you up to 20 minutes to figure out which streaming service it is. HBO Max, Amazon, Netflix. There's other one, Paramount. I don't. We got them all, baby. We got some of them. If she canceled them, they're available other places, but we have them all. I think I'm spending more on the streaming apps than I spend on Comcast when I quit because I was spending $300 a month on them. So.
Boston isn't doing anything.
Oh, they're in last place.
Yeah.
They're having a bad year. And the first 2 pitchers they're pitching against the Twins are like rookies with 5 ERAs, or guys I never heard of anyway, pitching with 5 ERAs.
Well, maybe the Twins can keep this going.
Keep her going. What the heck? Yeah.
Still 2 back of the Guardians, Pat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They sneaked up because the Guardians lost 3 out of 4 out in Seattle. Yes, they did.
By the way, the Mariners are good. I think they're a good club.
They are pretty good.
You know what? They're drawing people, too.
So
we were in attendance the day after the 4th of July, and it was probably 3/4 full, I would guess.
We had 45,000 yesterday.
Yeah.
Where?
In Seattle.
Wow, that's good. They just signed that kid. You see the contract the Phenom got?
Yeah, $91 million.
No. Rodriguez, the kid, 400 and some million.
What?
On it's a 12-year contract for the high 200s. But if he does a couple of things, it can become a 17-year contract for $400 and some million. And he's 2 months into his rookie season, right?
Wow.
Better hope he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
a lot of
he's
that
good,
ought to
though.
be guaranteed.
He's good.
Oh, he's if you watch the home run derby, which you probably did not.
Joe might have missed that one.
He was the phenom of the home run derby this year. So
but they're throwing underhanded. That doesn't.
No. In fact, he had the greatest pitcher in the history of the home run derby because you know what he did? He brought a catcher. The guy was a catcher, and he threw it like this. He threw it. You can see this. He threw it like this, and every pitch was just a nice cookie
right
here on the inner third of the plate, and the guy was just a groove swing one after another. Now we got to get to the real subject of the day.
Fine.
John Haidt is apparently spreading the rumor that tonight's show at the grandstand is the Beach Boys.
Right.
Are any of them originals?
Mike Love will be with
Mike
them.
Love, who won't give it up, right?
Right.
He's worse than Mick, right?
And Al Jardine, according to Haidt, might or might not be there. We never know.
We don't know.
But the Wilson, no Brian,
no
Carl's
Wilson.
dead,
no,
and Dennis is dead.
But didn't we end up with didn't Mike Love end up feuding with him or something for the title or something? So I saw them at the Excelsior roller rink.
I know you did.
55 years ago.
I know you did.
Give it up.
Were they wearing their striped surfer shirts back then? You can't remember.
I don't know. I was illegally drinking, so I can't remember. I was 17 and had just discovered the delights of underage beer, so I can't remember. But it was they did about 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe, of course, each song took up to like 80 seconds.
Right.
80. Oh, that's one. Okay, ding, ding, ding. And they had a one of those, as you say, the Montgomery Ward speakers.
Oh yeah.
To them, tingy and hey, it was great. And that's.
But I bet it was packed.
Oh yeah. We loved the Beach Boys.
Where was the roller rink there?
Right in Excelsior Amusement Park.
Yeah, in the amusement park there, and it was the auditorium was on the second floor, right? You skated downstairs.
I think so.
Auditorium was on the second floor.
I'm trying to think of the restaurant that's there now.
Oh yeah, is that Maynard's?
Maynard's. Yeah.
Okay. What a location.
That's a great spot.
Yeah.
And to try to sneak in, you had to try to climb up the side wall into the second.
Right.
And it was, I saw a lot of drunks fall down there. I just paid the $3 or $2 or whatever.
I would love
probably $2
to see video of you on roller skates at the old Excelsior.
We're not on roller skates.
He didn't go roller skating.
Oh, God, I went there. The downstairs was the roller skating.
Where are the Beach Boys?
Upstairs was the auditorium. Hell, the other place that they used a lot for the local bands, the Thunderbirds, and those was Bloomington. That was a roller rink too, wasn't it? But that was one level. Yep. So they would just not.
Those were primitive days of the industry.
Yes, they were. Did you guys ever play the roller? Now that would have been too big time for you, the Bloomington roller rink.
No, we were big time.
Did you get to the Bloomington roller rink?
No, but I think we
probably just a cut below the Bloomington.
We drove by it a couple times.
Pat, Joe did share with us earlier, though, when he had to turn the uniform in from the band when he was asked to leave. What was your...
Oh, right. Shamefully coming back.
No, I got to keep my yellow suit.
Oh.
Okay.
But where in the hell else would you wear it?
Yes, that's true. Now, was it yellow sports coat? Or
full yellow suit with brown buttons because we were the Bananas.
So you had yellow pants, too?
Oh, God, yes.
And you were so dumb you got rid of them, right? You don't have them.
For the longest time, I still had the jacket to my yellow suit, but it's disappeared over the years.
Did you hear, by the way, the best thing that happened to me all week?
No.
The last 4 or 5 days? I was, like, running on it. I had, like, 7, 8 short sleeve shirts. I don't know what happened to them all, right? I don't know what happened to all my shirts.
Right.
I couldn't find them. And we were cleaning out the dungeon. I don't know, the wife got in one of her moods to clean out stuff. And she found this bag that had this shirt and about 8 or 9 other shirts in it.
From KSTP?
They're already, very regular shirts, nice shirts you could wear, And I think they must have been an X too big.
Yeah, could be.
So thank God I've gotten this weight back now. I got a shirt bonanza, man. It's great. I mean, now I got more shirts than a guy could ever want.
Is this a new shirt this year, Agitate?
No, this was our shirt from 5 years ago.
Oh.
But I think I originally had it large.
Yeah.
And then it got too large, so I must have put it in the bag of too much large and forgot about it completely. Now I got 8, 9 new shirts. I'm in good shape. I don't even have to go buy anything for the winter.
It's fantastic.
Oh, it is. It's not bad. They all fit. It's good. Yeah.
See, I saw a shocking piece in the Minneapolis paper yesterday. I knew that NFL teams had a lot of coaches.
Did you see
I didn't know it was the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. What the hell is this?
I don't know. 29
29
the head
coaches in
29.
The NFL.
Yes. Well, how about the basketball team, Utah of all people, which is a low paying place.
Yeah.
11. Basketball. You got 15 guys.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
They're all assistants to assistants.
And as your guy, who Red Smith said it, right? It's who said it's an up and down
game? That was
it's
Red
an up
Smith.
And down game. It can't be coached. They
Hockey
still got
and
11
basketball
guys.
cannot be coached
because they're up and down games. And yeah, they got 11. They just. If I was an owner of a sports team, I'd go nuts with the money these guys are just wasting on me. I guess they're so profitable they figure they're just tax write-offs, everybody they hire, but it's asinine.
It's too many.
Completely asinine.
It makes no sense.
No. Bud 1 year had 4.
4. Yeah.
He had 4. I should call him this week and say, Bud, what do you think? Did you get a copy of the paper with 29 in there?
29 coaches.
29. Bud had, at one point, I know he had 6, right? This was like later in the probably early 70s.
Yeah.
But Buzz Mertes was basically in charge of getting them deals.
Right.
Like if anybody needed a refrigerator, he'd make sure they didn't have to pay retail.
And Buzz is the guy who took the dinner rolls off the plane in his pocket.
Yeah, and then Bud took that stuff off to feed to the dogs, too. Yeah. But he did it, too. But, yeah, Buzz was, like, in charge. They gave him some title, but he didn't. He just basically was. They had like 5 coaches.
Well, things were better then.
Now we got 29.
29.
Can you, John Gallardi didn't have the famous Jerry Hogan is still up there as a baseball coach and an assistant football coach, but they made the NAIA title game, or it might have been Division III in the 70s, mid-70s, like 75. And they were playing Towson State from Maryland, which is now Division I, I think. But they came to John, like the referee crew, the 5 or 6 referees come and said, Coach, we're ready to meet your staff before the game. And John says, this is Jerry. Maybe then Towson, they were over there shaking hands with guys. We're ready to meet your staff. This is Jerry, he said. He ended up with 4 or 5 at the end, but he just, and then he had my friend Terry Hawes, who did die young of a heart attack, but who was the Cathedral coach. And they hired Terry, and then Terry had a heart attack. And John, Terry stayed on the staff, but he was fresh off a really bad heart attack. And John says, I got to spend all my time looking to make sure Terry's okay. I can't coach as much. He says, I always want Terry over there sitting on a chair. I don't want him out here coaching. Terry, go sit down.
I saw the Fighting St. Thomas is practicing.
Oh, did you? Yes.
University of St. Thomas.
They got to have 100 guys running around probably now.
And when did the Gophers open? As soon as this
Thursday night against poor Jerry Kill. Jerry Kill's boys played Saturday night, kind of late. Got beat by Nevada 24-12. Now 23-12. Last year, they got beat by Nevada 55-28. So maybe their defense is a little better. But they're coming in here. They're flying in here Wednesday, 4 days after they already played a game, and 37-point underdogs. I don't think it looks real good for the New Mexico State.
Now, will that be sold out, do you think?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Will it? What? Reavers?
I doubt it will sell. I mean, they'll have a good crowd.
Whatever they'll have a decent crowd. But whatever they announce will be 8,000 heavy. So
right. Now, we canceled Jerry's Dunkers appearance.
Yes, the Dunkers called Jerry and said, how about talking to us on Saturday, because they don't kick off the tonight game. How about talking to us on Thursday morning? He said, I don't think that's a good idea. So they called him back and said, well, we'd really like to see you do this. And Joe Maturi was in on the action, by the way, the former athletic director who is a Dunker. And he said, I don't think so. And then they called him back, and he said, okay, just. And now he's a bad guy because the Dunkers canceled the thing. He didn't think it was a good idea, and frankly, he's happy they canceled it. So, but anyway, that was how Jerry Kill with one of the 5 worst programs in the country to be coaching, playing in your place, talking to the Dunkers for a half hour, is going to hurt your program is beyond my belief. But I don't think it was Fleck. It was just a bunch of
did
morons.
Kill and Fleck have a feud?
Yeah, Fleck, Kill can't stand him. And because for several reasons, they apparently had a not good falling out in Northern Illinois.
Because he was on Jerry's staff.
He was
there,
on
right?
Fleck. Yeah, Fleck was on his staff.
Right.
He didn't like him that well. He actually came into Northern Illinois from Southern Illinois, and Fleck was one of 2 guys he kept. So, but then that whole year 0 crap drove him crazy.
Yeah.
Like he was starting all over again, and Tracy Clay's getting fired, and Jerry's I get along with him, but he's a sensitive fella. So,
how's his health?
Good now. I mean, he said he had like 3 little tiny seizures in the last year, but nothing major. And I saw a post-game press conference. He's skinny.
Oh yeah.
He looks lean, and he's got a beard, and he looks countrified. That's for sure. So,
Joe, did you see the television contract the Big Ten signed?
I did.
That's a healthy amount of money.
Yes,
it really
is. And now they think they're going to get Oregon, Stanford.
Oh boy.
Notre Dame, and somebody else. And apparently, this contract includes a rider that you will get this much extra if you get Notre Dame. So probably another $100 million.
Does this mean, Pat? Somebody emailed and wanted to know this a week or so ago. Does this mean that the U of M will bring back some of the sports that they cut?
No, because what did he say? He said they're going to have to use it. Coyle's already trying to head that off in the past. They're going to use it to help pay off the money they owe the school because of the facility they built there.
Iowa State wants in, but they're telling Iowa State, we'll call you.
No,
don't call us.
They're not getting Iowa State. Iowa State doesn't bring a lot.
Not
of
enough.
I don't think the TV boys are saying, okay, you get Notre Dame and Iowa State.
Right.
They're not going to be uttered in the same breath.
No.
Oregon's going to get in someplace because they got Phil Knight, and Nike.
Yeah.
And then Stanford, they could couch it, and we really want these academics. The school that's going to end up getting short change something fierce is Cal.
Yeah.
Cal is they're if Stanford leaves, they're in trouble. But
you going to the ballpark tonight, Patrick?
I think I'll pass.
Yeah.
I might go tomorrow night. I don't have to write for tomorrow, and I might just I don't know.
You might go to the Beach Boys concert.
Yeah, I'd feel right at home there, wouldn't I? I love going to those old concerts like that when the 76-year-old women get up and start boogieing. That's very like they were at the McCartney concert.
Yeah,
sit down, honey. Let's all.
You're gonna break a hip.
Let's all of us sit down and watch.
I don't want to call 911.
Yeah, let's all of us just sit down.
Oh yeah, what concert was that? Or was that a movie?
That was a movie.
That was a movie. That's
right.
What
I heard when I was walking in here today was very disturbing. I'm walking in, and there's this youth, like 1920, right?
Yep.
Looked like a completely sane young youth.
Okay.
And a young youth,
A youth.
Young youth.
Yeah, a young youth. And he says to his partner, I've just heard that there's a lot of birthing going on at the barn right now.
Really?
What is your problem, buddy?
Birthing?
Yes. He wants to go over and see some poor cow have a baby.
Right.
It's bad enough when they want you to watch, your wives have a baby.
Right.
You know, how about a cow having a baby?
I don't want to see that.
You think Mrs. Cow is happy with this thing coming out with 4 legs, for God's sake?
And all the people watching.
Yeah, I don't want that. Who wants that?
Cow.
You ever see a giraffe deliver a baby?
No, I don't want to see a giraffe deliver.
Boom, right there on the ground.
Is that what they do?
Yeah.
Just drop them out and say.
Lands right there.
And she's probably so mad at the kid she doesn't even pay any attention to it.
Ma says, get up. You know, if you're an animal, you don't get a lot of time.
Yeah, that's right. That's like when they, you know, when they, what did...
I saw it on a special on TV.
Mm-hmm.
It was very interesting.
I don't watch that wildlife stuff.
Oh, I love that stuff.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't do anything for me.
Oh, yeah. Nature. I love that.
You hear what happened to my friend Swanson? He's driving from Minot, right?
Yeah.
Driving down here on Friday, I believe. No, Thursday. Going along about, 70 miles from Minot, hauling along a 11-point buck jumps out of the cornfield.
Ooh.
And they basically total the car and total the buck, but being careful people, they had their seatbelts. Otherwise, they would have been gone too.
Is he okay?
They're fine. Yeah, they went home and got another car and drove down. But you got to watch out for those critters.
Where did you spend Saturday night during that incredible lightning storm?
We were having dinner at Louie Nanny's Restaurant, Tavern
boy.
23. Yes, we were having dinner and did not know it, but last night we got it again.
Yeah.
It was
very minor league compared to Saturday.
Was it really? Because we were getting a deluge of rain, man, in Golden Valley. We got a lot of rain.
We didn't have that much.
To the point I was turning on the lights to see if the pool was going to overflow or not. It wasn't.
You wouldn't have had to.
There he is, Tim Wald's secret weapon, walking down the right out here. See him there.
There he is.
Yeah. Jensen. If you vote for Jensen Burke, you're on the same side as this guy, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, my.
He announced what days he'd be at the fair. He had a press conference.
He did.
Yeah.
God almighty. You know what, Ingy? It's good to see you, because I think between the two of us, neither of us expect to see each other the next year, right? So,
Patrick,
that's it's always a shock when you saw Ingy,
huh?
Ingy, really? Okay, that's good.
Oops.
A lottery, like who goes first?
Yeah. Hey, how's the girlfriend situation? Bad again?
I have no comment on that. My press secretary would be here, but you'd have to look through the book for the proper answer.
Okay.
I'll just say this: it's a developing story, and I think I have. The odds are 1 in a million.
Okay.
But you're telling me there's a chance.
That's right. All right.
Always sharp.
All right.
Patrick,
All right.
I did look it up, by the way.
Yes.
Dumont is near Alexandria, but it's basically on the Minnesota-Dakota border, just east of Interstate 29. And I did see on their Twitter account, they cleared out the Clearwater Quick Trip of any remaining case of Busch Light for the bus ride back.
On the way home. That's good.
Let me tell you something, Reavers.
Yes, sir.
I was giving you a hard time earlier this summer because you were raving about, I think, a Quick Trip hamburger?
Cheeseburger. Angus cheeseburger.
Well, the other day I had a Quick Trip Swiss mushroom burger.
Oh, boy.
That was the best burger I've had.
Is that right?
Of any place on the road.
See?
And that's from now on. That's where I go.
Okay.
No fast food places.
Quick Trip guy.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that was a hell of a good show, didn't you think? I thought we did a great job. We gave you more entertainment in 30 minutes, 28 minutes.
Oh, no, you're at 35.
Are we at 30?
Oh, 35?
35.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's more than you deserve. That's right.
I wouldn't say that.
No. All right, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
See you at the fair.
See you at the fair.
See you at that 2:15 bus. See
All
you.
right.
Good night.
Yeah.